Hello there, Crochet CJ episode 51. For those of you who don't know me, I am a mom and a wife and a midwife, and I'm a born again Christian, and I love people enough to tell them that. Welcome back to my subscribers and anybody new out there. Hello, it's nice to meet you. So, episode 50 was kind of a flyby thing, and for 50 episodes, you would think, why wouldn't she do a giveaway? Well, that would be because I just didn't cross my mind till after I'd finished the video, and I was just kind of rushing through it because, I didn't have a lot of time or anything. So, episode 51, we'll just be weird and say, we've made it to this kind of mark in video making. So, we'll do a giveaway. So, what I need for you to do is comment below and tell me if you are allergic to any fibers. So I don't want to do a giveaway and send somebody some wool yarn and have them be allergic to wool. So if you're allergic to wool, then I'll just do some acrylic, and if you're not, then I'll throw some wool in there and we'll see. And there'll be other things besides yarn, but I'll just make a little package up and send it out. And then we'll talk about next time. We'll have that for 2 weeks. And in 2 weeks, before I send the package out to whoever's getting it, after I announce the winner, I will show you guys what's going to be in it. Okay? So let's get started with finished objects. So I did finish the shark socks, finished both of them, and sent them off to the person that they were going to. I did start another pair. That's one of my joys in progress. I guess I'm kind of throwing that in there during finished objects. For the person who originally asked me to make them was my sweet daughter-in-law, and I told her I would make them, but because we're not going to get to see them right away, I decided I would get the other ones made and sent off, and then I just have to put the fins and the teeth on these and they'll be done. The other thing I finished, if you want to count it as finished, because it's only half a pair of socks. So I used this flotte sock yarn, and it's Christmas sock yarn. It's made in Germany. It is 75% superwash wool, 25% polyamide. There's 100 grams with 460 yards. The color is 2701. I purchased it on Etsy from Hand Dyed Sock Yarn. I'll put their link below. The label called for size 2 to 3 needles, and I wasn't sure, but the last yarn I used that was this size called for a 3.25 millimeter. So I ordered a couple of 3.25 millimeter needles, and I cast on my 72 like I do for my vanilla socks, and ended up with this gargantuan sock. It's so big around. I mean, yeah, I can put it on my foot, but I wouldn't wear it under shoes because it's huge. So now I've decided either A, this is going to be a Christmas stocking for somebody, and it's really stretchy. You could still get a lot of stuff in it. Or B, I suppose I could still pull it all back. I don't know how this yarn will do, tinking it back. I think I probably have enough of the yarn left that I could make a pair on a smaller set of needles and still get a pair of shorty socks out of it. So, because I don't know how much I used, I need to weigh that and see how much is left. But I probably still have enough to get a pair of shorty socks out of it. So anyway, yeah, these turned out huge. So lesson learned. Just go with what you know, and don't, or gauge. I guess that would be the smart thing to do. I'm not much of one for making a gauge swatch, but there you go. Joys in progress. Like I said, I have another pair of shark socks going, and then I started a Zen Garden baby blanket. I'm using Feels Like Butter yarn, which is from Lion Brand. It's white and mint. I have 2 skeins, one of each, and I'm holding them together to make it. I'll show it to you in just a minute. It is 100% polyester, 275 grams, 590 yards in each skein. It calls it a size 4, but it's a light 4. I mean, to me, it's not a worsted weight. It's a kind of between a 3 and a 4, maybe. I'm using 9mm or 13 US size needles. They're Chigu interchangeables, and I'm using a 22-inch cable. So my friend Mary in Ireland was the one that hooked me up with this pattern, and I'll link below. I believe it was a free pattern. I can't remember now. I just know that I've been using it. Anyway, so yeah, it's on my needles and I'm in the middle of a row. So it's just a simple 2-row repeat, and it makes this really cute little wavy. I suppose I should have gotten to the end of the row before I started that. Anyway, before I showed it to you, and that way you could see more of it. But it's just adorable. And I don't know, I just like the way it's working up. It's really cute, and I like the mint and the white together. I think it's really neat. And so that's for one of the nurses I work with, one of my friends. That's for her little baby boy that she's going to be having, and so I'm excited to get that finished. Acquisitions. I got another box of Christmas, and there were a lot of things in it, but one of the things that was in it I will show you is this very beautiful sparkly yarn. This is Knit Crate Vitalana, and it's Vitalana Shimmer, and the colorway is Tangles. To me, that's really kind of a foresty green. I think it would make something beautiful, well, just about any time of the year, but definitely around Christmas time. It is 70% superwash merino, 20% nylon, 10% stellina, which is the sparkle. It's a fingering weight, 399 yards and 100 grams, and it suggests using a US 0 to 2 or 2.2.75 millimeter needle. It is hand wash only, lay flat to air dry, and Vitalana yarns are made exclusively for Knit Crate. So that is just gorgeous. You know, purple is my favorite color, but green is also my favorite color. So that's really nice, and I love that. And I can't wait to figure out what I'm going to make with that. Maybe a hat and scarf set or something, a hat and cowl. The other thing that I got was the Harry Potter Crochet Wizardry book. It is the official Harry Potter crochet pattern book, and it's by Lee Sartori. So it's got blankets and sweaters and amigurumi. It's got so much great stuff in it. I mean, I just don't want to show any of the patterns, obviously, because it's a paid-for book. I ordered mine off Amazon, and it's similar to the knitting one that they put out, and it has some really cool, like, behind the scenes things in it. You know, it talks about the, I don't know how, you know what to do. It's like behind the magic. So that's kind of neat. I really enjoyed that. I don't know if anybody else watched it. I watched the Hogwarts reunion, 20-year reunion from 20 years from the time they made the first movie, Harry Potter movie. It became available for streaming on HBO Max on Saturday, I think. It was like 2 a.m. in the morning our time. Now, no, I did not get up at 2 in the morning. I didn't even watch it in the morning. We went to a friend's house and had chili and watched football and played some dominoes. And then after we got home that evening, I sat down and watched it, and it was really fun. You know, it was just the actors getting back together for a reunion and discussing things, but it was still a lot of fun to see those people and to remember the actors who've passed away that had been in the series. You know, of course, one of my favorites is Alan Rickman, and you know, it's just really sad that he is no longer with us. And I think he's a really good actor, but you know, life happens, and sometimes it's way too short. You guys know life gets busy and crazy and all sorts of fun stuff. I have been off work after surgery for the last 4 months, and in 2 days I go back to work. I'm ready. Okay. Even though I'm still walking with a little bit of a limp, but I don't have a brace on. I don't have a cane or anything. I can walk just fine. I'm still working on balance. I'm still working on range of motion, because the reason I'm limping is not because I'm in pain, but because my ankle will not flex and extend fully yet, because it was in a cast for 10 weeks and in a boot for 4 more weeks, and then in a brace and all that fun stuff. So that kind of hinders your movement and things like that. Not really a whole lot else to tell you guys. It was a good new year. I'm ready for 2022 to be just the best year ever, and excited to see what it holds for us. I hope you guys have a wonderful week, and don't forget to comment below if you have allergies or not. Whatever else you comment, just make sure you put in there whether or not you have allergies, so that if I pick your name, I will know that I can send you whatever I throw together. You guys have I've already said have a great week, so just continue to have a great week. And just remember that Jesus loves you, and so do I, and I will see you soon. Bye.